dream about you ever since, and I built up my confidence. Yeah.
Okay. But unfortunately,
Oh shit! Nah, we reacted to this shit. We reacted to this, y'all. Hold on, let me set my shit up real quick, gang.
okay.
Oh shit! Hold on, I can't believe it. I intro real quick. DriPPie's home, yeah. You already know it's your boy Juju the building, back with another bang. If you know the vibes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, show the dudes you do best for us. No stressing them out of breath, man. We back with another banger, man. Before we get into this video, I just ask that you do check me out on Twitch at DriPPie360, as you can see up top right here, and also on Instagram. You feel me? That is the socials. And I ain't gonna waste no more time, man. Without no further ado, let's get right into this video. Let's get it.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, so right here, as you can see, Fresh dumps Myron over this. This dropped today by O'Shea Duke. You feel what I'm saying? You know we always got to plug the plug. Let me put that down there. You know we got to plug the plug. You feel what I'm saying? So without no further ado, man, let's get into this fucking video, man. Let's get it.
Fortunately, they all come to the end. The Patriots are not what they were after Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers. The 80s and 90s 49ers are no longer what they were back in the day, and neither are the 1990s Cowboys, and neither are the Los Angeles Lakers. Time definitely brings about a change, and things happen, and people move on. People break up. People get older, and they drift apart. And nobody has drifted apart like the Fresh and Fit podcast. And I want to prove to you that Fresh...
Hold on. They say he's saying drifted apart. From last time, I was just watching a Fresh and Fit video the other day. Probably a video that was released less than a month ago. It couldn't happen that fast now, right?
Is really going his own separate way. Fresh, if you didn't know, has changed his YouTube name from The Fresh Prince CEO to a new YouTube channel called A Fresh Start. And we're going to get into why he changed his name from Fresh Prince CEO to A Fresh Start. And there are a few different reasons why Fresh is now starting his own podcast without Myron Gaines. Reason number one, Walter, aka Fresh, is looked at as if he is a dummy and doesn't contribute.
So Fresh is not like a threat. Fresh is tiny. Fresh is really a nobody, right? He's being carried and he's drooling as he's being carried. He's literally being drooling.
Hold on. In this respects, Fresh, he's his own personality. You feel what I'm saying? He has his own flow, his own bag. He shines his light at the right times. That's his role. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody could be a motherfucking Steph Curry. Not everybody's gonna be a motherfucking Jokic. You feel what I'm saying? But in this case, you got Jokic and Westbrook. But that's beside the point.
Into the finish line, being dragged. And it's ridiculous because he takes 50%. That should be illegal for like Myron staying after hours, after the after hours, 10 hours to set up a show, and he's always working around the clock, and no one says The Fresh is just paying strippers and doing nothing, and it's that.
Hold on. Hey, he ain't capping. But this says betrayal of Fresh Story, October 16th. Where have I been, bro? Chat, we're in January 12th.
Networking is, hey, I have a clout from Myron.
I don't care who you are or what you are. If you honestly feel that you're a part of a duo and people devalue you and they believe that one person does all the work and you don't do any of the work, it's gonna bother you. I mean, look at Bieniemy, the former offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. He felt the same way. Like, hey, you know, everybody thinks that Andy Reid is the one doing everything on the offensive side of the ball. I need to go and prove myself somewhere else since I can't get a head coaching job. Well, we know how that worked out for Bieniemy, right? One and done in the Washington Commanders, and then the next year, one and done as the offensive coordinator in UCLA. He did a terrible job both years. And
See, he should have played. He should have just played his part. He should just stay where he was at. Stick to the rule. Everybody want to be the man behind the plan with the limelight on him. You know what I'm saying? We don't need all that, bro. Just keep it smooth. Keep it P. Play your role. We all going to eat. That's what matters.
in his time, well, basically for being a
Greedy
head coaching
ass.
candidate is done. But Fresh is also tired of that. I think that a part of Fresh wants to prove that he can achieve a lot without Myron. Reason number 2, demonetization. While Myron is the one with the business acumen and the discipline, Myron also is the hothead, and he has different interests than Fresh, and that interest is running his mouth about things he can't change and participating in a great deal of hate speech.
See,
We
that's
already
his
know
own
that Myron
flow.
is the reason why Fresh and Fit got demonetized, which hurt Fresh's income. But now Myron's behavior has gotten them demonetized on all their platforms. On X, for example. Let's look at this. On December 31st, the AF Post said, Myron Gaines and Fresh and Fit have had their verification badges removed, along with monetization after criticizing mustaches on H1B visas. Now, if you go to the Myron's page,
How you gonna go on Elon Musk's Twitter and talk shit about him?
he has a big
Shaking my
following, but
head.
there is no badge. If you go to the Fresh and Fit podcast, there is no verification badge. But shout out to brother LTTV, he pointed out something that was interesting. If you go to Walter Weeks, you see the check mark, which means not only is he a verified account, he is also monetized on X. And this means that he can continue to make money on X while Myron and his content cannot. And the reason for that is Elon Musk looks at Fresh and Fit as different entities. Now remember, on YouTube, Fresh and Fit got demonetized all around. So Fresh's YouTube channel got demonetized, Myron's channel got demonetized, and everything they had together got demonetized. Which
think
means
that's
that
fucked up,
Walter
yo.
doesn't have any opportunity, as long as he is dealing with Fresh, to do anything financially on YouTube. And let me just say like this, he's not gonna go and get a job again. He's not gonna go back into the private sector. This is his life, and he has to make it work. And the only opportunity that he has to make it work is to start a brand that is different from Myron. Number 3, Myron
Facts.
wanted to branch off and do other podcasts without Fresh first. So Myron is the one that basically threw the first stone. Now, Myron decided that he would go in with a few other people and do a podcast because he had different interests outside of talking about women. I don't know why he felt that people wanted to hear his opinions on geopolitics and, immigration issues.
I've
but he
seen a
thought
couple
that he
of those.
would.
I
He
haven't
decided
watched
to
them.
get together with a few guys.
My camera keep defocusing and it's getting me mad, yo. Like, it's no reason why my camera should be defocusing, man.
Nick Fuentes, Myron, and Sneeko.
Flying all. I
Tight.
think we're building a new. I think we're building a new alternate connection. I was talking about this with. I'll just. I mean, I said I have nothing to say, but I mean, this is a good note to end on. Is like, working on this project with Fuentes, Sneeko, and Myron. Now we're working on this together, and we're talking about studios and PD and everyone. As I said, we're kind of going in a direction where we all have money. We're all pretty much set, and we're all in a good position.
Yeah.
So we're not really needing to work together to gain money. Of course, we can all get if we
we
gain
always
more
want
money,
more money,
great.
but we don't need it. That's why we can say it would be controversial.
No one needs it at this point. No one needs to make any money.
Elijah was going to host the podcast. He put all this time and effort
Make it
into
make
it. He
sense.
invested thousands of dollars of his own money out of pocket, set up the studio. I mean, this was going to be big for him. This is for Elijah to host. It'd be a big deal for him because it's going to be a big show. It's like, and Sneeko pulls out at the last second and totally crushes the whole thing.
But unfortunately, this podcast didn't pan out as it crumbled before it even started. So that podcast was over and that opportunity was over. Number 4, Fresh doesn't want to talk about geopolitical things because, number 1, he has no real interest, and it also can get him demonetized.
But you don't like the controversial content that much, huh? Cost money is the problem.
There's no point to it.
Cost money. I mean, it's
Listen, I'm all for the truth, but like reality speaking, once it gets shut down, no one cares.
I know it's tough because like
They're gonna shut you down at some
when
point.
stuff gets banned and stuff,
Yeah.
so it's
I'll put you in a
tough.
corner,
It's,
and then
it's like
what
what
do
I
you do?
enjoy speaking about. It's hard to
You
get
get,
sponsors, stuff starts
blackballed.
gold. And I like I said, I like to talk all kinds of extremist content, not like,
Yeah.
but People don't like that.
The problem is, bro, is that like sponsors don't want it, companies don't want it, platforms don't want it. So at some point you're gonna be in a corner by yourself.
Fresh would rather talk about things that he's comfortable with, like girls, picking up chicks, very basic, silly things like that, which that's where he's at in his life, okay? He's like a guy who likes to go out, talk, drink, deal with chicks who are in the porn industry, deal with OnlyFans girls. That is what Fresh's life is around. And
That
that's
doesn't
what
sound
he
like
really
it had. That
wants to
doesn't
deal
sound
with.
like
Things that are
much
fun,
substance,
things that
though.
are not controversial, and things that lead to booty clapping sounds. Number 5, Fresh starts his own podcast and rebrands it, and it calls itself A Fresh Start.
But the point is though, like, it's gonna be a brand new start, and I can't wait for you guys to see today's episode and an episode on Saturday actually, or Friday, whatever day we do it, with some other special guests.
The question is, a fresh start from who?
So is this all speculation?
See, the reality is Fresh needs a fresh start from Myron and all of the people that don't like Fresh that are associated with Myron. Myron is toxic. Myron is not fun. Myron is full of hate. Myron is full of vitriol. And see, that's not what Fresh is about.
That
Fresh
sounds like a
wants to make
personal.
money and spend it all on women and have fun. He's a lively guy. And to be honest, although that Fresh, in my opinion, is a person who is a sellout, I hope that he can get some kind of resolution with this. I think
Not the making. Hold on, bro. This fucking camera not focusing is getting me fucking tight, bro. Bro, it's crazy that they making Myron seem like the bad guy when it was the Fresh and Fit podcast. I know Myron took a more of an alpha standpoint, more of a initiative to be the one to speak up, almost like good cop, bad cop. But goddamn though, like they just saying Fresh. He say like Fresh just clear. He just clean the bar. Like he cool, and I beg to differ.
think that him leaving Myron, he's not going to be that interesting because nobody wants to listen to Fresh. But even without Myron, he has a better chance of making his own money without Myron because $0, which is what he's going to get dealing with Myron, anything is better than that. So he has no choice but to go out on his own, and eventually they're going to break up for good. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again.
That makes sense.
with
That
another
makes
episode
sense.
Of The Celebrity Drunk. Producer for all you do, stir the bell. We're out.
Man, I wish I could have gave y'all. Hey, no free promo. Shit. But no, on some shit, I wish I could have gave y'all a better video. But as you can see, the camera acting crazy, it's acting weird right now. I don't know. It seems good right now, but we're gonna have to deal with that, man. Appreciate y'all for staying tuned, man. And we out this joint.